The Milford School District encompasses basically 3 small communities, about 4,000 students in our school system. We have 5 schools, soon to be 7 schools. Anything that we can do to improve the safety of our children at school and our staff is something that we need to consider and find ways to do that.
Advantech had the best game plan and truthfully had the best equipment. We were extremely pleased with what was available and the kinds of approaches we could utilize in the different buildings because each building had its own unique challenge.
Some of the chief security concerns that the school district had were physical access to the building, watching the people inside the building when they came in, and obviously alerting the local police department if there was an incident.
It became really apparent that keys were very lacking in security because once you give somebody a key, they have access 24/7.
The Honeywell Pro Watch system, you have a card reader with locking hardware throughout the building, and that's your physical access control system throughout the whole building, the perimeter control.
Using access control cards allows us to be able to determine who accesses, when they access, and whether or not they are still current to access those core assets. It has been very beneficial to allow vendors to access with an access card. It ties back to an identity onto the system and logs the entry as well as allows us to revoke those privileges after that the tenure of that vendor is no longer relevant for the organization.
If anybody does try to access the building, that the intrusion detection system will be alarmed because they didn't use their card. If someone did try to get into the building and swipe their card and they weren't allowed to get in, the access control software will then show that transaction that it occurred and what time and what user it was and their name. On top of that, you have the Honeywell Fusion CCTV solution.
Surveillance cameras of different types, from pan tilt zoom to static to some that are tied to some kind of a motion detector device that determines whether or not something's actually going on. And having it all tie back to a central system of electronic files. It uses existing infrastructure within the building, so you're not having to run all new infrastructure because it all runs on an IP connection. I was quite comfortable when Advantech chose Honeywell because I know Honeywell from the 70s and beyond as a major technology provider in all industries.
We've had no really downtime on any of our installation, any major problems with any of the equipment. Everything has worked as it was supposed to work.
Honeywell is a proven manufacturer in the industry. The product, once it's installed, is very user-friendly. It's very easy for us to come in and train a staff of people that have never seen this product before, never had to use this product before.
In a matter of minutes, all of the administrators picked up the system very quickly. It's very easy to maneuver, to find particular cameras.
They can have these remote softwares loaded on their personal computer, and then in their office, be able, within a few mouse clicks, be able to pull up any video or any transaction of any card read throughout the school district.
Our disciplinarians use it as a bonus to security and investigating different things that may have happened in the school. Because it's a digital format, they don't have to spend hours going through tape footage as they had to do in the past. They're able to go, right to the time frame and look at that and then ascertain if, what happened and who was involved, and that has just been a great boon for them.
A lot of the feedback from parents and community has been very positive in that they're very pleased to know that their children are safe during the day and secure, and that we don't have visitors, or there's not the opportunity for visitors or outside individuals to enter our building from anywhere other than the main entrance.
I do have children that come here to the Milford School District, and me knowing that their school is safe, that anyone just can't, come in and walk into the building and have free course, makes me be at ease.
And in every case, dealing with Advantech, the Honeywell product and the Advantech install and service has been outstanding.
I would say to anyone, you can't afford not to do it. It's something that you really have to take seriously and do it, because even something as simple as vandalism, that would have been so easy to stop with our motion sensors now in this school, and it was not that expensive.
If you factor in the loss of one act of vandalism, it'll pay for the system in itself.
Advantech has demonstrated over the last several years working with me that they've been creative, proactive, very receptive and responsive to our needs.